All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. That is to say in the Paleo Hebrew, Yahweh, which is the name of our Heavenly Father, meaning He is, and that is who the world ignorantly calls God. Bahashem, which means in the name, Yahweh Shai, which also means He is our salvation, and that is who the world also ignorantly calls Jesus, a so-called black man, who, by the way, only came for the Israelites, all right? Now, what you saw is a clip of Dwayne Wade's son that, to me, looked like transformed into something else about the same time that Gabrielle Union came into the picture, all right, 2014. Now, I had to turn down the sound so it wouldn't be hit with a copyright strike from music or what have you, but you got the picture how this individual took on this transformation around the time that Gabrielle Union came into the picture, all right? Which is why it is a fearful thing, to fear the Lord, all right? As it says in Hebrews 10:31. Let's get that. This is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 31. It read, give me one second. It read, it is a fearful thing. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, right? Because the Lord, if you don't fear the Lord, look what He can do to you, all right? He can bring a woman into your life that can mess up things, including your children, okay? Because if I'm not mistaken, that's not her biological son, all right? So what does she have to lose other than coming into the picture to mess up this man's life, all right? Now look at his son, completely gone, feminine as you know what, all right? And this is what happened when you don't fear the Lord. The Lord will put a damn woman like that in your life to mess it up, man. No matter how much money you got, all right? Because Dwayne Wade, he's a superstar. He was an NBA superstar, so you know he made money, man. All right? But when you don't fear the Lord don't give a damn about any of that, all right? He could bring a woman into your life that could ruin things, okay? And I believe that's exactly what that witch did, man. Got inside that young Jake's mind, head, and told him, you can be whatever you want to be. See? As a father, you're supposed to correct that. But when you put the woman as your God and you don't fear the Lord, He'll give you over to that reprobate mind. All right? And then look at the outcome. Look at your son. All right? Because you didn't want to be stern with him and tell him no. It's not good for a young boy to try to be like a woman or a girl. Because it looked like he started at age, what? 2014. That was 11 years ago. So somewhere around 12 or so. But when you got a damn woman like that, a succubus, that's brought into your life to mess things up, guess what? You gonna make, because that goes into that whole woman is a goddess type of worship, man. And Jake is a simp about that. All right, putting a woman on a pedestal. All right, and look what happened. Your son had to pay the price. All right, and now you got to live with it. Okay. Damn. That's some messed up stuff there, man. Got Jake looking like a goddamn man. Ecclesiastes 7:26, and I find more bitter than death the woman. Right. This is a woman that's been sent to just bring disaster to you and everyone around you. All right. It says, who heart is snares. That's all she think about. She probably had that sole intention of coming into the picture just to mess up or just to see if she can get a younger Jake. Because who knows what issue she probably got with, so-called black men, that she want to be the, overseer of them. Okay? Because if I'm not mistaken, her career was all but washed up, man. All right? It says, whose heart is snares and nets, in her hands as bands. See? If you worship the woman and you put her on a pedestal, the Lord gonna give you over to that reprobate mind, man. All right? And the fact that you allow her to come into your life and your sanctuary and to infiltrate and get to your son to turn him out like that speaks volume on you. Okay? Here it is, you this big bad NBA player, man. Can jump 40 inches, can run 25 miles per hour, can win championship rings, and you can't tell a damn female no, man? See, Jake, you got to stop that simping, man. All right? You got to stop that simping, man. These females aren't the prize. We are. All right? More specific, the elect man of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. He is the prize. All right? These damn women ain't the prize, man. Okay? It says, in her hands as bands, whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her. See? So this is why we fear the Lord, man. All right? Because the Lord can give you over to that reprobate mind, man, where you worshiping and simping after some damn woman, man. All right? But the sinner shall be taken by her. See? And in his eyes, he don't see anything wrong with it. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, he has even justified it by coming into the fashion industry and wearing questionable, outfits and things of that magnitude. Okay? I guess it's his way of saying, what's the word? I guess it's his way of saying, I understand, son. Although I don't agree with it, I understand, and I'll show you by showing you that it's okay to come out and express or embrace your feminine side. A damn man ain't supposed to have a feminine side, man. Okay? You're supposed to be masculine. All right? You come to the point where you got more feminine in you than masculine, then you got an issue, man. You got demons on you. And that young Jake was starting to possess them damn demons and allow it to manifest, and it's starting to show. Now you see him fully in his full face, sort of like Magic Johnson's son. All right? So you can see how much them damn demons can fest and come into existence if you don't rebuke them. All right? And especially if you allow a damn woman to come in that you put on a pedestal. And especially if she ain't even the biological mother. She just there to mess your life up, man. Cause that time for it being, it brought a lot of attention to her. Whether it's good or not, one thing you're gonna find out about a woman is they love to get attention, whether it's good or bad. So that little stint, that little, part where people was talking about that and this and saying that she could be potentially the reason, she loved that because that garnished her attention. All right? That's all these women want, man. They come into your life, especially if you got notoriety and you're a superstar and they can get attention garnished towards them, they gonna do it, man. Even at the expense of your son. All right? So it says, and I find more bitter than death the woman, whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her. Right, that's why it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the true and living power. It says, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Right. And it says what? Thou shalt not put any other God before me. Well, if you put this woman before the Most High, then guess what? You sin. All right? You put any woman before the Most High. If you put anything before the Most High, you have made it your what? Idol, your God. All right? And the Lord isn't pleased with that. He's a jealous God. All right. As it says, Deuteronomy 4:24, if I'm not mistaken. Yahweh, our power, is a consuming fire. He is a jealous power. All right. So he don't like, for you to put him on a, back burner back there. All right. He has to be our number one priority. Okay. Our number one focus. All right. And we can only please him through his only begotten son, Yahushua. All right. Make no mistake about it. See? So put a woman above this word, this truth, and see how long you last. Okay? See how long it takes for her to completely destroy you. All right? Because these wicked ass women, these Jezebels, they good at that, man. And the Lord allowed them to do that. Just look at all the men in the past that fell to the woman because they didn't put the Lord first. Adam, Samson, you name it, Solomon, all right? All these were mighty men, but because they didn't put the Lord first and they gave over to that simp spirit and put the woman before, they came to what? They came to the end, okay? So we learn, as I just did in the lesson earlier, Romans 15:4, everything that was written aforetime was written for our learning, all right? And we see what happened when great men, give that moment of weakness, give over to a woman, all right? That's all it takes. That's all it takes is that one moment, man. And she gonna suck everything out of you. Suck you dry, man. Succubus, okay? So, put the Lord first, okay? Let's go ahead and close out. It ain't too long. This is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. It reads, be sober, be vigilant. See, this is why we pray on things, okay? Let the Lord lead you and direct your paths, okay? Just make sure you do everything according to your power to please the Lord to the best of your ability, all right? Because we ain't perfect in these bodies, but we got to try, all right? So be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour, right? And if you can put a woman in your life, guess what? He gonna do it, all right? Because the Lord will let him do it, man, all right? But we got to pray. We know, see? This is why we end this truth, all right? Pray on it, okay? See, these women out here, man, they ain't your friend, all right? The majority of them are your enemies, okay? They come in with a nice, pretty face, nice body, and that's all you see. You get captivated by it, all right? Then they start telling you to spend more time with them, and you need to show them your affection. And next thing you know, you stop doing your lessons, you stop going out, you put the Lord on the back burner, all right, to please this damn, heifer, man, all right? And the Lord say, you know what? Okay, I got some fun, okay? I done put her in his life. She done seduced him. Her hands as bands. Now he's spending all his time with her, and he done put me on the back burner. Okay, well, I'm gonna give him over to that strong delusion now. And then that devil who's already been working through her is gonna only amp up, man. All right, and have you into all type of shit. Okay, now you started worshiping Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. You into Egyptology because that's what she into. All right. You into Kemet because that's what she into. Now you worshiping the Ankh and all that other shit, man. All right. See, that's what happened with Solomon, man. He had many concubines, and some of them were Edomites. All right. And he started following after their gods, man. See? That's why it's important, man. Stay locked into this truth, man. If the Lord want a woman in your life, he'll bring one into it. All right, but for you to go simping and trying to quote unquote find love, man, we in the wrong time to be looking for love, man. We got our first love, Sophia, this wisdom. All right, everything else is secondary to this. This is our primary love. All right, this truth, man. And pray to the Lord, Yahweh, through his only begotten son, Yahushua, that whatever it takes for us to endure, that he, brings it on to us, okay? If it's not having a woman, let his will be done, okay? If it's not having a woman for a period of time, let it be done. Because we don't want to be given over to the wrong one and then we fall out of the truth. Now we out here without any type of hedge of protection, especially in the times that's getting ready to come, man. Just continue to pray to the Lord to direct your paths, okay? Because this damn devil, he's working hard, man. All right? He's jumping on these women, all right? They see the writing on the wall. They trying to find suckers right now. You see? They getting dressed up, putting their best, Sunday fit on, trying to look like, they all type of righteous, a Proverbs 31 woman, a righteous woman, only to get you, and then pretty much have you as the host and they're the parasite and they're pretty much, controlling you. All right? So pray to the Lord, man, because a woman, from what I've seen and can experience to a lesser extent, is what caused a lot of men to go, astray. All right? A lot of men, all right? The Lord got to have that spirit on you to be, hard not to want to deal with a woman like that. All right? Because naturally a man want a woman, man. But you can't want that woman more than you want the Lord. That's just it. You got to want this truth more than you want anything else, man. See? You got to pray to the Lord that he allows you to continue to, crave after this truth more than anything else on this earth. Period. You got to continue to pray that he continues to have the Holy Spirit on you to dwell with you, to keep you yearning for this word, man. All right? That's our only hope, man. Okay, that's our only hope, all right? Because without it, we through, man. All right? We might well go back into the world, but we don't want that. So we got to continue to pray. All right? Fast, pray, believe, do the work. Okay? Because this devil ain't playing. So this is 1 Peter 5:8. One more time. It says, be sober, be vigilant. See? Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. You don't think he dingling that line out there, getting into these women's heads? That's the bait, man. Okay? The devil is fishing. He using that woman as the bait. Let's see who gonna bite this bait right here. All right, she got on all the makeup. She got on, the scandalous attire. Let's see which sap is gonna bite this. And if you get caught and hooked, guess what? You through, man. Unless the Lord shake you off that hook, you through, man. Because it says her hands are bands and nets. Once she got you, man. She ain't letting you go. You hers now. She done barreled down in you, that parasite, and she ain't coming out until she's completely changed you around. All right? And that's a scary ass sight or thought to behold. All right? Because we know once that demon come back, that spirit, he's bringing 7 more with him, man. All right? So, hey, pray to the Lord, man. That's all we got. All right? We don't want to end up like that first clip or that only clip that we seen in this video. All right? So be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. All right? So with that being said, pray someone was edified through this lesson. And until the next time, if it be the Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. We're almost home. Shalom. Peace.